Yeah, I worked for Financial Solutions, right? It was right when I got out of college, kind of worked my way up. And I think it was, yeah, about 11 years or so. I think the last promotion, I mean, most people would be happy, and I kind of was, but it just kind of, I don't know, reaffirmed what I was already thinking, like I wanted something new. And so that's where I was. I had no idea what to do. And so I'm even more glad, though, that I joined up with you guys. So I just didn't even know where to start, I guess is where I was. I don't know what I thought it was going to be like. Yeah, I took like a month off just to kind of like recharge and stuff. But then I'm like, okay, so, I mean, what do I do now? And so I hit that LinkedIn button, right? And then I talked to a couple, it brings you back like 5 career coaches, I think, or something like that. And I talked to about 3 or 4 of them or whatever, but, I just felt more comfortable with you. And I think just obviously for me, just, on some of the meetings, you talked about mindset a lot. Like, it wasn't just, hey, here's a list of things that you need to go out there and do. Now, let me tell you about the mindset you should have while doing those, right? And it'll change the outcomes of those tasks. I did a couple interview preps, right? And I know it was great too, because what ends up happening is you put your own, not really spin on it, but your own, experience with it. And so it was really helpful to at least have a blueprint of kind of how to approach it. I think what I would say is just instruct them to at least hear what you guys have to say as far as the initial review. And then I would say, listen, I mean, they can tell you what to do, right? They can tell you what to say. But I mean, it really is about they can't give you the job, right?
Yeah,
you have to put effort into it. I mean, you're not going to work like a miracle as far as just giving it. I think a huge thing for me too is just being super sure of yourself. I think that was one of your, we've talked about that a lot. Like, you've got to know that you can do it. I think one time you told me that it's like, man, if you don't believe in yourself, like, how the hell is somebody else going to, right? So when you walk in there, there's no thinking about it. Like, no, listen, I know I can, and here's reasons why. But I think everybody's is if they'll open themselves up to it. It was a great experience, man.